YouTube, what's going on everybody, and welcome back to your brand new reaction video with your boy EndSpawnShadow. Fun fact of the day, it was actually supposed to be a different type of video, but when I was going to record and get everything ready, I saw that a YouTuber that I've been following now for, what's it been, like weeks to a month now, I uploaded a new video, and as you can see by the thumbnail, it is the one and only error code 9081. So if you don't know who error code is, I have reacted to his video with this one and this one right here. And you guys have really enjoyed some of this content when it comes to Doom. I'm pretty sure he mostly focuses on Doom stuff or, well, some other content as well. And overall, I am very excited for this because Invincible in general, Season 3, I think that just ended now in March. And Season 4 is being worked on, coming out in like, with 2026. Highly suggested, by the way. It's an amazing series. Or even read the comics. I think that's also really good. What I was going to say is, though, that now that Invincible is very popular at the moment, he have made a video discussing if the Viltrumites can survive Doom's hell. And I'm gonna be straight to the point and honest. It's not even a fight, it's a goddamn execution. Like one powerful demon, fun fact of the day, one powerful Hell Titan demon from the Doom universe is enough to take over a planet because it is unkillable. There is nothing you can do to kill this thing no matter what you do. You can send it to space, you can throw it into a black hole. This thing will not die no matter what you do. Now, take it for granted, the whole black hole thing, I think it's a whole if and if, because another thing here, that all demons in the Doom universe are technically speaking immortal. Now just me yapping. Maybe I can make a video about the Doom lore and read some codexes. Let me know down in the comments if you want me to do that. Overall though, I am very excited for this video right here because this guy makes some amazing content. And as a big Doom fan, I'm going to have a lot of fun. Again, there will be a link down below to the original video and his channel. Go and check it out. Without anything else in the way, sit back, grab something to eat or drink, and let's get into the video of can the Viltrumite survive Doom's hell? Let's see how it goes. One more thing, there will be probably 2 more videos rolling out this week. If not, maybe at least one of them will happen. So we'll see how it goes.
Can the Viltrumites from Invincible survive in Doom's hell? Well,
no, they cannot.
In this video, I will examine the Viltrumites from the comics to see if they could survive being sent to Doom's hell.
Viltrumite versus Doom's hell.
Let's start with the Viltrumites. In the comics Invincible, the Viltrumites are a powerful alien race that stands up top of every other race because they are that powerful. They conquer planets and seize the inhabitants in order to expand their empire. But how strong are they exactly? For speed, the Viltrumites are fast, the travel speeds being massively faster than light. Their combat speed, although much slower, is still a couple times faster than light. For durability, they are able to take ordnance and attacks that are able to destroy continents, but their durability, even for the stronger ones like Nolan and Mark, and even Conquest, are capped at no more than low planetary level, with Mark, Nolan, and another Viltrumite, Thetis, only being able to bust through a planet after it was destabilized and weakened. They also have a lot of endurance, because they can take a lot of damage that would be fatal to most other organisms, and they could still recover and regenerate that part of the body from this.
Yeah, that is actually true. The Viltrumites have very good regeneration powers. I don't know exactly how this whole thing works, so yeah.
Given that they're not sick with virus. So even if you disembowel or tear them apart, as long as they're kept out of harm's way for a few days, they can fully recover that damage to fight again.
A few days.
For combat ability, they are able to dish out what they can take. This power can be seen when Nolan and Mark both got rid of large asteroids coming towards Earth. And again, with the planet feet where they destroyed it, even though they did get a lot of help from this guy right here. But even with all this power, the Viltrumites still have a weakness, with that being high-pitched sounds that can disrupt their balance and ability to move around and fly. Now let's move on to Hell, Doom Eternal's Hell.
Yep, this is gonna be a slaughter and all. Oh, that's the Hell Titan I was speaking of.
Now for this part, I'll exclude, the stronger ones like the Icon of Sin and Davoth for a few key reasons. One is that it would be unlikely that they would confront them, considering Doom's hell is infinite and very vast. And 2, they're just way too strong and would solo even the invincible verse incredibly easily because of how strong they are. So let's just stick with the usual hell experience you'd be subjected to. Let's begin with hell itself. This place is the usual fire and dread that you'd expect from hell, but it exists as its own realm separate from the other realms in Doom. Some key features of being here are losing your sanity, your soul drains and corrupts, and your willpower will dwindle as your body slowly decays. There are other details, but let's keep it simple. Now,
I do want to say this. I'm sorry for pausing. I'm probably going to do it one more time. If you experience like too much time in hell, because time in hell moves differently from our universe or even Invincible in general. If you spend there too long, besides losing your sanity or turning into a zombie, you will become one of hell's own like big flesh pits of a walking monster. Imagine like SCP-001 when the day breaks or daylight breaks, where basically the sun turns into this big gooey mess of flesh. Imagine that, but 10 times worse. Now sprinkling some insanity, and that's basically what you're dealing with here. Oh, from another thing right here, beside that hell is infinite, it is also, if I'm correct here, it is also stated to be alive and like twice or 3 times X, probably 1,000 more hotter than the surface of sun itself or the core. So take that how you will.
Now, the demons, starting with the lower tier demons from Doom Eternal, are the Zombie Soldier, Imp, and Gargoyle, and, a couple others. For durability, these low-level demons are described as having skin that is tougher than steel, and combine this with the thick musculature, and you have a being which can range from small building-level durability to large building-level durability, depending on how you interpret the lore. And for combat ability, these demons scale to about the same level as their durability. Now for speed, it is somewhat vague as to how fast they truly are, but from a couple forums, people argue and mostly say that these demons can range from the speed of sound to hypersonic speeds, or maybe even light speed. Moving on to the middle tier of demons, for speed they are somewhat the same, with the Mancuous being a bit slower than the other demons for obvious reasons.
Hey, that's me!
And for durability, these demons are typically scaled at around large building level to large city level, or a little beyond that. Their strength is also somewhat at that threshold as well. And above these demons are the high tier demons. These are some of the most powerful demons from hell that are not titans. They are a bit faster than the lower level demons, but not by much. For combat power and durability, these scale to continental level to moon level, with again some debate in the forums whether they may be a little bit stronger than that. And lastly, for all the common hell demons you'd find in hell, there are the titans. They are easily planet level to even solar system level beings that just by walking around can turn planets into hellscapes, and are feared by every other demon that is not a titan. And the only way to really defeat them is to seal them using a crucible, which is a very rare artifact.
And this is when I was correct in the beginning, that they are literally immortal and unkillable. Unless you have the crucible, you are fucked. There is nothing you can do about it. But yeah, as I said, one Hell Titan 100% is take out the entire universe of Invincible by himself.
Now, could the Viltrumites survive in Doom's Hell?
No.
Let's first see if they can handle
Absolutely
the demons.
not.
A Viltrumite is stronger than any low-tier demon. They can overpower them in speed, durability, and power, and they can handle their ranged attacks, whether it be a gun or a fireball. And this is mostly thanks to their special atoms, which they can consciously, control to adapt to various combat situations, and even regenerate their body, which is how they can do it. And as for the guns from the zombie soldiers, they should pretty much be able to tank that because those guns aren't very strong. They're strong because the Doomslayer has them and he can power them up with his will, but the zombie guys can't do the same. So these guns are about equal to the very advanced weaponry that is shown in the Invincible series, which Viltrumites have been shown to shrug off. Now for the middle tier demons, the Viltrumites would still clear them due to still scaling above them for speed, strength, and durability. But that is not to say that they wouldn't have some issues with them, considering how many demons there are,
yeah, they
and how
are
relentless even these ones could be.
Size
but when comparing your average Viltrumite to the higher tier demons, that's where the real fun begins. High tier demons from Doom are comparable to Viltrumites in both durability and strength, although it may be, on average, a little bit less. Viltrumites are faster, but the demons are also far more numerable. This would create major issues when trying to survive in hell, because the demons are relentless and vast, and since they just keep on coming back, and there's, you know, as I said, a lot of them, they're gonna get overwhelmed. But you have the stronger Viltrumites, such as Conquest or Thrag, which they should be able to hold them off and help out the other Viltrumites. That is if they care enough to do it, you know, because they like killing off the weaker ones. But then comes Hell itself, which, if it were not for the fact that Hell drains your mind, soul, and willpower, the Viltrumites would be, you know, somewhat okay in Hell. But with all that afflictions that just happen by being in Hell, they would start to lose their sanity and even maybe turn on each other as they become more animalistic and deranged. They will also start to lose some of their strength, making them more vulnerable to attacks from the demons as time goes on. Their superior speed will only keep them alive for so long. As this starts to dwindle, the demons will start to close in on them, making them pay for all the bad things that they did to countless civilizations and people. If you know, you know. Oh, and the Titans.
God,
yeah, they all get bodied by one Titan.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying.
A lot stronger and a lot more durable than them. Now, of
also
course,
immortal.
They are much faster than the Titan, but since being in Hell will drain them, you know, mind, body, and soul. They will eventually slow down to the point where the Titan can easily pick them off. And they could beat the Titan if they were able to get a hold of a Crucible, because they are also fast enough to stab it with it, but it is very unlikely that a Viltrumite could get a hold of a Crucible and even know what the thing does in time for them to actually defeat one singular Titan out of the many that there are. So, can the Viltrumites survive in Doom's Hell?
No.
No, not really. If it's not the demons that kill them, it's Hell itself that will turn them into husks of their former selves, amalgamating them into Hell itself as they become corrupted and more demon-like, as seen with the humans that become zombies.
Yep, seems about right. Can error code 9081 survive analog horror? Look at this thumbnail, dude. Very nice. All right, dude. Props out to Error. You're an amazing, You're an amazing content creator. I highly respect you there, brother. All right, that's gonna be the end of the video. Some key points here because I do like to yap and I love Doom. First of all, even if they somehow, and I mean somehow, got a hold of the Crucible, they are not worthy to lift it, and only the Doomslayer can lift it. They were not able to do anything with it, and it's not even fair at all. Yet, I can argue this. The Night Sentinels themselves would probably pack the shit out of any Viltrumite, and it's not even close. And also, one more thing here. When he said that the technology for the zombie guards or whatever... Here, hold on, I'm going to show you this again. Yeah, zombie soldiers pretty much be able to tank that because... Yeah, look at it, look at this. They're stronger because of Doomsday have them use with willpower. He said all that. Here's the thing, though. You see this tech right here? This is the demon weapon tech right here that they have. Here's the thing. Even... Hold on, I'm going to move my camera. Look. Even it's like, look, strong anti-copyright shield. Even if it's like somewhat relatable or like close to the tech they use in the Invisible series, I'm pretty sure Invincible in general is set like to the future of maybe... I would say exactly, I'm not sure. There's probably like canon statement for that or not canon, like official. And according to the tech, I probably say maybe 2030, maybe. Here's the thing, though. When it comes to Doom, and you can correct me here if I'm wrong, Doom, the one and only, like the whole game itself, I'm pretty sure that the latest game, when it comes to Doom Eternal, takes place in 2140s. 2140s. That is how far humanity's tech has gotten. And even then, they got absolutely dog-stomped, and it wasn't even a goddamn fight. Anyways, there's going to be a link down below to the original video. Go and check it out. Show him support and love. Tell him I sent you from my channel. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Stay safe. Bye-bye.